All right, everyone, welcome back. So today what I've got for you is my top 10 picks and top 10 cover picks for comics coming out on July 3rd, 2024. Now, before we get started, first of all, I shot this yesterday. Tried doing 2 cams. I was able to figure it out, but one of my videos kept drifting apart. The timing, something was off between 2 cameras shot at the same time. I'm sure you don't care. But I would like to ask you to like and subscribe and share if you can this channel to help me with the YouTube algorithm. So please do that, and if you don't, that's okay. I'm here because I love what I'm doing, and I hope you enjoy what I'm doing for you. So, as I said, this is a top 10 list, but it is not in order. I'm not ranking at my number 10 down to my number 1. I'm just starting with Marvel and going down on my list. So, first of all, from Marvel is Star Wars Inquisitors number 1. So, new Star Wars, the Inquisitors, I liked them. Now we're going to get to see more, so I'm in. Next, Spider-Man Reign 2, number 1. And the reason I'm off on this one is, I didn't do the original Spider-Man Reign, but I know how hot it was, so I'm not going to let myself miss out this time. So, Spider-Man Reign 2, number 1. Next, Annihilation 2099, number 1. I'm a big fan of Nova. The last Nova is supposed to be by himself in this, so I'm interested in seeing who the last Nova is and where he came from for 2099. So, Annihilation 2099, number 1. Next, Wolverine Deep Cut, number 1. I'm not 100% on board with this one yet, but it's Wolverine. It's a new number 1. I'm going to at least give it a try, and we'll see what happens after that. Then, Werewolf by Night Blood Hunt number 1. So I'm a big Werewolf by Night fan. I do not yet have Marvel Spotlight number 2, but I have number 3. Number 2's on my list. We'll see what happens. Then, from DC, is Absolute Power number 1. Now, my big issue with Absolute Power is I keep hearing that people expect that this is going to be the downfall of DC. So, I'm not just going to, oh, poor DC. I am going to take a look at this and see what I think. So, we've actually got it coming out on the 3rd of July. So, I will probably do a review of Absolute Power on the 4th or 5th. So, Absolute Power number 1 from DC. Next is Batman 150. Now, this is an Absolute Power tie-in. I'm not really excited about that, but that's okay. It's issue 150 of Batman. So we will just have to wait and see what they can give to us this Wednesday. Next, from Dynamite, Space Ghost number 3. I'm a big Space Ghost fan. Have been since I've been a kid, so picked up 1. I think 1's out. I'll be getting 2, be getting 3 from this Wednesday. Love Space Ghost, so we'll see what happens. Next from Dynamite, Thundercats Cheetara number 1. Now, I haven't been a big Thundercats fan, but this new series from Dynamite is pretty good. And Cheetara, new character, well, not a new character, new comic book for this character. So I'm pretty excited. Going to see, pick up some Thundercats Cheetara number 1. Then from Image, Scarlett number 2. if you haven't read Scarlett #1, you are missing out. Scarlett #1 was awesome, so I expect #2 will do the same, so I am definitely picking up a copy of Scarlett #2. All right, that is my top 10 list for July 3rd, 2024. Next, I have for you my top 10 cover picks for this Wednesday, July 3rd. So first of all, from Marvel is Venom 35, the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe variant. Not a fan per se of Venom, but that cover just looks killer. Sorry for the pun. So we'll see. I'll be picking it up, even the regular 35, see what I can find out about it, even though this is a cover list. Next, from Marvel, Spider-Man Reign 2 #1, the Linnell U variant. You should be seeing it right there. So right there tells you how exciting this cover is. So that is Spider-Man Reign 2 #1, the Linnell U variant. Next, we have Wolverine Deep Cut #1, the David Yardin variant. Wonderful. Beautiful cover. So I'm hoping I can get a copy. So we shall see. Next, from Marvel, Blood Hunters #3, the Greg Land and Josh Trujillo cover. I'm not buying Blood Hunters, but that cover looks incredible. So I'm certainly going to be picking up Blood Hunters #3, Greg Land, Josh Trujillo variant. Next, from Marvel is Life of Wolverine #3, the Ron Lim cover variant. So I love Ron Lim. I've known him since he was on X-Mutants in 1985. Good guy. I just went to Heroes Con a few months back, and I had him sign some books for me there. They're off at grading, so we'll see what happens when they return. Next, from DC, is Absolute Power #1, the Daniel Sampere variant. So I'm picking this cover because I think it looks great. So I've already recommended Absolute Power, and you know my reasons. So we will just have to see what happens with the Daniel Sampere variant. Next, we have Birds of Prey #11, the Surge Acuna variant. Now this just drives me batty. This good big dinosaur gel. I'm in. Next, from Image, we have Savage Dragon 271, the Eric Larson cover. There are two versions of this cover, but they're basically the same, and I think it's hilarious. So I'm going to be looking forward to Savage Dragon 271, the Eric Larson cover. Then from Dynamite, as soon as I can split the papers here, whoa, here we are, is Space Ghost #3, the Bjorn Barends variant. Such detail, such color, it just pops. I'm hoping I can get a copy. And last, #10 on the list for Hot 10 cover picks for July 3rd, 2024 is Hell's Half Acre #2, the Joseph Linsner cardstock variant. Linsner is he's great. This cover is there's a lot of detail. It's got wallpaper, and there's so much detail in the wallpaper. His art is just incredible. So I'm hoping I can get a Hell's Half Acre #2 just because of his cover. That's what I want. So now, before I go, #1, I'd like to thank you for joining me here. Please like and subscribe. And #2, I want to remind everybody on July 20th and 21st, I will be at the Torpedo Con in Glendale, California. You need to go to torpedocon.com. Check out the guest list. See if there's anybody you need signatures from. Contact me and we'll see what we can do. I can take them, get them signed, ship them to you, or send them in for grading. We can talk about it if you're interested. So thank you for joining me. That is the top 10 comics and top 10 covers of comics for July 3rd, 2024. I again want to say thank you very much. We'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye!